Perfect. What is going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel Reviews here in the back of my next live my One World annual monthly recap on the movies, TVs, and games I've seen throughout the month. This is the end of July. I've been about all the movies, TVs, and games I've seen throughout this month. Because we're coming on my channel within the near future, so that'll be around the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But yes, I'm recap all the movies, all the shows, and all the games I have seen throughout the month of July. And it's not me because I've seen a shit ton of movies throughout this month, like a lot of movies. So it's nothing to mention how long, But before I begin this video, I just want to say, since a couple days ago, I have just reached 400 subscribers. I reached that point 4 days ago, and I want to say thank you for giving this far. I'm not sure if I'm doing anything special over 400 subscribers, but we'll see what's on the road. Oh, hello, the Jose Critic. Glad you enjoy, man. Yeah, thank you all for reaching me to 400, more than 9 much at the moment, but thank you for giving me this point. Like crazy that this last month I reached 300, and now I'm at 400. It's kind of crazy when you think of it. It's kind of crazy because I think you guys actually really enjoy my content. And it's like I'm gonna try doing this, but I remember trying doing YouTube to do it because I remember wanting to start YouTube because I'm often the problem inspired me to do it, but wasn't the few points I wasn't sure if I should do or not. But I'm gotten better over time, and you never know. So I'm pretty grateful you all really do enjoy my videos. I truly, really am. Just doing stuff really quick. Just doing something really quick. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and I'll get started. We'll talk about all the stuff I've seen in July. There's only a couple more people to get here, so. And you can see here, this is from my new job place from Peter Piper Pizza. And it's like, finally that I found a new job at Peter Piper Pizza, which of course is a pizza place. Pizza place I've been talks going to a place like 1 month or so, and then 2 weeks ago I had like an interview. Like interviewed there with the manager Thomas, who was a really great guy, and he liked so much. He told me the back end being nice. I made the job, and he told me out some stuff he's doing. I was supposed to do it last week, but apparently my background check came out a little late, which wasn't the reason why I'm sent that day. I'm there till 8th grade. So this day was my first day, and they basically were teaching me a lot of stuff we're doing and all that, and all the tasks and basically. I don't have a different job at the moment, kind of doing a little bit of everything, see where I truly do fit. I'm only kind of like Wednesday to this now, so definitely not impact my YouTube schedule or when we do videos. But I'm definitely having fun having that job to making money. And money and also having the work environment, be around people and all that. Like it's gonna be great. It's great. Can't wait to continue to work at this place. And I really like, and I'm definitely wanting to have more video and a lot of my videos on the road. So I know. It definitely helps on the job. Now let's get started with discussing all the movies, all the games, and all the TV I've seen throughout the month of July. And to me, when it comes to TV and games, there really wasn't much I honestly played, honestly. There's a couple of shows I watched, but not much I want to. Sure, then not much games I wanted to play, although still kind of games I'm still am completing, which I'll still have use for. But let's discuss the games, as I only played 2 games this month. I only played 2 games this month. And of course, one that I reviewed is Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, which I still think is a fantastic season. It's definitely an incredible game. And figuring that Real Telltale's product is definitely what game. It's getting won a lot of game awards, and it's definitely worth all the praise it's getting. It's definitely intriguing. It definitely has a lot of the best aspects of the actual Walking Dead show. Definitely I'm engaged. The characters were engaging and likable and very interesting. Depending on the choices you make, the choices really do have some impact on the story. On the story, there was some powerful and emotional moments, especially near the end of the last episode. Like if you play the game and the ending, you know we're talking about that. Man, long story short, you see my video 10 1 that you haven't played it yet. If you haven't seen it yet, just know I fucking love that game. It's definitely still 5 out of 5. And the other game I play is a game called The Blob. I'm sure you're wondering what The Blob is. Well, it's kind of a game that was released around 2008 for the Wii, but then kind of remastered somewhere a couple years ago on the PS4. Well, one day I ended up buying like a few random games on the PS4 because they were very cheap. I guess because they were very cheap. Very cheap on pure games. I still need to franchise that I haven't played. Like I'm currently playing a game called Ape Escape 2, and so I'll definitely have you that game up when I finish with it. But the Blob was honestly a ton of fun. It was a total blast in Mandarin. It's basically a game where you play as a blob, and you basically have to try to paint a lot of certain things, do some challenges, paint enough areas to unlock certain areas in the level. You got to paint certain areas enough to complete the level. You also got to do these different challenges. It's definitely a fun and creative game that I had a total blast playing, like painting, the challenges, honestly, they're fun. There's a story, but the story's kind of the point, but the story is kind of my only issue with the game. It's nothing special or anything. But the game was a total blast, and I had a ton of fun when I would give a 4.75 out of 5. And it's really all the game that I actually played. I do plan on playing a few more, and I still need to play a few certain games that I also bought. I still need to finish playing, or still need to start playing. Which is definitely mentioned again. Playing a bunch of games this last month and all that because I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So I will try to play more games, and I will have viewers. I'll get a little more into stuff that later. But anyway, now I didn't watch much TV. And the only TV show I only saw one TV show, and one TV show I'm actually currently watching. One of the TV show I said I was going to review, but I never got around to for some reason. That is BoJack Horseman, which is a show I heard nothing but the hugest praise for. Like and if that's what the praise, BoJack Horseman is a fucking incredible show. I honestly loved every second of the show. Makes it like I'm getting amazing. This show is just a typical anime show with raunchy and raunchy humor, just like very unlikable characters, and it does that pretty much mean and all that. It's all about mean spirit and all the humor and all that. Like it may seem like that in the beginning, but once you get to the later seasons or later in the first season, it gets really hard. It hits so much powerful stuff. Like, I mean, you probably heard about the show. I mean, the show really is emotional and really goes through a lot of serious scenes like depression and alcoholism and insecurities. Like, it goes through a lot of serious themes, and it really hits you at the core. Like, this is also the most emotional I felt watching a show in a very long time, especially involving season 3 and 4. Like, and it's also one of those rare shows that gets better and better and better as it goes along. I mean, I love the first season, but season 2 was even better. 3 was even better, and season 4 honestly is my favorite season. Like, BoJack Horseman is truly incredible show. I definitely will be doing a couple of top lists on BoJack Horseman later in the future. But yeah, BoJack Horseman is worth the huge amount of praise it's gotten. It's a truly phenomenal show. It's also one of the best shows I've ever seen. I don't know why next month. What's the like? I don't know, but all the seasons are definitely shows definitely 10 out of 10. And I cannot wait for the first season coming out in September. And I'm currently also watching a show called The Leftovers, which is a show I actually also heard a lot about, and I know there's one person that has been telling me so many times to watch this show, and pretty much begging me to watch this show. This is a show that I think I would be interested in, that I would love, and I love these type of shows. So I decided to finally give it a watch. So for him, I decided to give it a watch. And I did just finish season 1, and I want to say it's really incredible so far. I kind of think my have time season 2 or 3 because my friends told me that this is one of those shows that you probably shouldn't binge. You should watch like a couple episodes a day or whatever. So I'm gonna take his word for it. So when I do finish season 3, I actually will read the show. So definitely that. But so far season 1, this show is really hooking me. And that's really it for TV shows. Like I said, didn't watch much or didn't watch much TV shows and didn't play much games throughout the month of July. Like I said that, I said that because it's the truth. Now it's time to discuss all of the films I've seen this movie. So I know a lot of movies. Some I didn't even review on the channel because I got into it or just didn't have much to say to do an actual review on. And I will try to be more consistent reviews, and I'll get a little into that later. Sorry, my video calls ended weirdly, so that was weird. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, back to the movie. I was talking about Johnny, and I said this movie was one of the worst movies I've seen. Like I really like him black too, but he keeps going up and down in terms of his movies and his choices, and this film's no exception. Yeah, he freaking didn't really do much. Like he could have been great, but and the editing is definitely some of the worst I've seen this year. Like, and also has the worst structure I've seen in 2018, and also one of the worst music choices I've seen in any movie in quite some time. Like, yeah, Pitbull movie in this movie. This movie is supposed to take it seriously. I mean, that's kind of about guns and it's a gangster movie. Like, yeah, Pitbull, a gangster movie. You also have a lot of choices that just don't really fit the tone of the movie. And I'm just like, really? But yeah, I did do my video God, I haven't seen it, but I freaking hated this movie. This film freaking sucked. And instead, what's missing is still a 0. Review Sicario, Day of the Salato. I think wait, did I review the movie? I did. But anyway, Sicario, Day of the Salato. I also freaking love this movie. It's also one of the most underrated movies I've seen this year so far. Because I know a lot of people aren't really huge and kind of on a fan of this movie. And it's kind of like around close to the 50s around Tomato, I believe, last time I checked. No, I'm not sure at the moment, but this definitely is one of the most underrated movies, and not the most underrated I've seen this year. Because honestly, I fucking love Sicario, Day of the Salato. I remember when I started this channel. I really thought the first Sicario was overrated as hell. I didn't really like it. I was boring, honestly. It didn't really interest me. Then I rewatched it, and hence what's movie, and suddenly ended up coming in my top 10 of 2015. And Denis Villeneuve, you are master. You try to and I definitely 100% understand your praise. Like, and you know he directed this movie. I forget his name in the moment. And I forget the director at the moment, honestly, but he did a really amazing job. He did a pretty incredible job in this movie, and a lot of this, and the performance is not great from Josh Brolin to Benicio del Toro to Mona, who definitely my favorite was the stand of the movie. It has a lot of the greatness and the greatness to what made this first card so great. It really built along the story and all the characters as well. The action is pretty just wow. And it's a lot brutal. It's pretty dark, especially in the third act. Like, man, it does have some pacing issues here and there that might only issue the movie. But Scarlet is still a fantastic movie. It's definitely one of the best action movies I've seen this year, and it's still within the 98 of an 8 I gave it my original review. And now we get to some of the movies that I honestly did see, but I'm not going to either. No, I never. It's because I never got around to it, because I never got around to it, because I've been talking about a lot of stuff, or I just didn't feel like reviewing it, or I just didn't have much to talk about it. Yeah, I don't really view much of my. Well, there are a lot of movies I see on the channels that I probably didn't view much of them because I didn't really have much time about them, or I just never got into it. Because I've been busy with a lot of stuff, or I've just been not feeling. You're going to get what I'm saying. And first me I'm talking about is Escape Plan 2 Hades. And I want to say, yes, they released a sequel to Escape Plan. Like, a week ago. Like, I didn't even know they were even making Escape Plan 2 until a week ago. Like, I was running in my Walk of Dogs and I saw a trailer for this movie. I was like, wait, release Escape Plan 2? I didn't know this now. Now, this is the first Escape Plan. It was one of those movies that was fun for what it was. I mean, it definitely has some moments to it, but it's a movie I won't go back to rewatch anytime soon. It was still a really fun movie. It'll still have a lot of weirdness and still have great performances. It was a really fun movie. Yeah. It was fun for what it was. Escape Plan 2, however, no. I'm just like, what the even need for Escape Plan 2? I thought so. And I mean, it shows that this movie ended up being directed to DVD. That's definitely not a good sign, and it really shows here. I mean, Stallone is the only person that returns. And the trio, they kind of love like that he and Dave Bautista were these main characters. But not they were actually not in the film that much, which is kind of surprising. I mean, one thing, Stallone and Dave Bautista are honestly my only good positive I can say about Escape Plan 2. The only good things I can say about this movie. But everything else pretty much sucks. The actors you actually do follow, it's not that good. His character's not that interesting. Nothing really engaging about him. Now, and the film is boring. It's definitely very cliche and has some obvious directions where it's going to go. It has some terrible editing, some terrible action. It's just a very boring, jumbled, and pretty lackluster. I mean, it's not much I can honestly say about Escape Plan 2 Hades. Again, Stallone and Dave Bautista are the only good things I can say about this movie. Everything else just like it sucks. And I'll definitely give it, and I will give it a 6 with a D minus. And I'm going to go for another sequel to another sequel, and that is The Strangers Prey at Night, which is a film that also freaking sucks, but it's also kind of hilarious. This is definitely another film that's honestly more not big guilty pleasure. Like, I don't know if anyone did this film guilty pleasure for me. I honestly do. Like, there were a couple of fun elements here and there that I'm not intentional. I'm just like, this is the only film I would definitely watch again, but only guilty pleasure. Then Strangers Prey at Night is definitely a terrible movie. It's definitely a terrible movie, and it has some of the dumbest and stupidest decisions I've ever seen in a horror movie. Like, thinking I would be annoyed by the decisions, but they were so dumb and so stupid that I ended up laughing at so much. Like, it's like, it's pretty much every stupid horror movie cliche times 10 when it comes to the stupid decisions these characters make. Like, seriously, it's so, like, can you see the movie yourself? And I'm sure most of you seen the movie know what I'm talking about with these stupid decisions. I mean, the other one, the only thing I can say about that it kind of has some couple fun elements here and there, and then not on an unintentional level in terms of the killers and all that. But other than that, this film sucks, but it's so unintentional that I like the Hurricane Heist, which is another good pleasure of mine. I wouldn't mind watching again. And I'll give the same grade out, and I'll give this Stranger Prey and the same grade I would give Escape 2. I'll give the same grade I gave Escape Plan 2 Hades, and that's a 6 with D minus. And now next 3 movies are actually Netflix movies. 2 that are actually pretty good, and 1 that's actually kind of bad. That's not the last, and there are actually a lot of them I've actually recently seen, so yeah. Anyway, the next film I'm talking about, the first Netflix movie I'm talking about here is Alex Strangelove. I actually heard a lot of great things about this movie, and I know I might not think I should like this, but if I like movies like Love Simon, it's kind of a little bit similar to Love Simon in terms of character being gay. Not into the actual terms, like it's almost into the character being gay and all that. And this movie was actually pretty good, actually. It's definitely more cliche and definitely has a couple characters that Monster's not too fond of. Sweet, kind-hearted, and fun movie with great performances, interesting characters for the most part at least, and a very good love story and characters you do like rooting for. It does have fun to it, some fun, charming moments, and a lot of moments that I like did make me smile. Yeah, I actually was going to review this movie, but again, I guess I was really tired that day, so I never got into it and I ended up forgetting about it. Not the actual movie, but reviewing it. But actually, about Alex Strangelove is nice, I actually do recommend checking it out. I'll give it a 91 of an A-. Next Netflix movie I saw, Set It Up. Now this film one of the better ones. It's also actually a good one. Now this film has some characters that I'm really not too fond of. Have some weird moments, and it is incredibly cliche. Like it definitely goes in directions that you definitely expect this one to go. But in terms of not just Netflix movies, but romance movies in general, because some romance movies kind of aren't really the best nowadays. This is definitely one of the better ones. The better one, and you actually do buy the romances here. You actually do buy into the chemistry. Actually, and then there's like Zoe Dutch also gives a good performance. I get all the other actors at the moment, but they also give really good performances. They also have some great chemistry, which nothing like amazing, mind-blowing I see it. And it's definitely a very enjoyable one that I actually would recommend. And I'll give it an A4 out of B+. And now we get to a Netflix movie that I really wasn't a fan of, and it's definitely one of the worst I've seen this year, and that is Tao. The film's called Tao. But this movie came out a couple months ago. I think it stars Michael Monroe, who is definitely one of the only bright spots of this movie. And there are some visual elements that I really do like. Kind of a little bit similar to the Titans, like I'm sorry, but this film just never interested me. Like it actually had an interesting premise to it. It had some elements that actually could have worked and actually had potential, but they either hardly explore it or they just don't really do anything with it at all. And just left me bored, and none of the characters were interesting. Not the things they're trying to do was interesting. It was kind of predictable how they're just going to go. Looking, it had a premise that could have been interesting. It actually could have been interesting. But in the end, it just doesn't really leave you with much, honestly. It's not much I can honestly say about Terror, honestly. I'll give it an 18 of D. It's definitely not worth watching, and definitely not really worth talking about, honestly. That's me. Just anyway. Anyway, next movie I'm talking about is Book Club. It's that book club with those old ladies and old actors and all that. Which I really wasn't really much all that I really wasn't. I mean, the film about old ladies being 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, that really interested me, but I was in the Book Club actually was a lot better than expected, actually. Like, it's definitely not mind-blowing. It's a fun, enjoyable watch. It's a serviceable movie. This one doesn't go away. Definitely has a lot of problems with cliches, and that very dramatic point that comment is that this film really doesn't work, and there are some moments where it's just like, really? and it's where they talk about 50 Shades of Grey. But you find so much good human moments in that, which I do appreciate. And the female actors do give really good performances, and they do bring their A game. They really bring a lot to the roles, and I don't think I fully care about. I truly fully cared about them, but I really do still like the characters as well. There's not too much I can say about it, but the club really was enjoyable and stuff to watch, and definitely not great or not that good, honestly, but it's definitely a lot better than I was expecting. Definitely wasn't as bad or terrible than I was expecting from the trailers. I mean, it has really surprised me a lot of some movies, so that's still something. And so I thought your book club a 60 of a B minus. And the next one I'm talking about is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man. But yes, Ant. Ant-Man and the Wasp definitely was the 20th film in the MCU, and I did do a review of it. I actually did review it in lots of course, and this is a really good movie. But it's kind of great, honestly. Like, it's definitely not one of the best MCU movies, but you know, Ant-Man Wasp's not trying to be one of the best MCU movies. It has really great elements to it, like with the great elements of the first Ant-Man. Like, I will say the first Ant-Man is still a bit better, but Ant-Man Wasp still has a lot of the greatness and the joyness from the first movie, and along with most MCU movies in general, though. A lot of fun moments, a lot of great action, great characters such as Paul Rudd and the Wasp character, Livers, Michael Pena, Michael Douglas. The villain was kind of disappointing, and there were a couple of characters that I thought didn't really need to be there. But Ant-Man Wasp is still a really fun time. Yeah, not one of the best MCU movies, but you know, it's I'm trying to be, and I still have fun time there. Touch me, sorry. And I was thinking giving a 91 of an A minus. Anyway. But anyway, next we're talking about a young Netflix movie that is The Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter. Which is a Netflix with Infinity War and Deadpool 2. Don Holland really has been Incarnate too. But he really has been killing this year. Unfortunately, this film's not really a huge success like those three movies, which are fantastic. This movie is just it's the pure definition of a man movie. I mean, just have some great things about it. I mean, Josh Williams delivered. Dave McBride also is actually really great people when he was in, and the kid's not that either. And you can tell they were actually trying with some elements and some portraits. Just watching Williams' character, which I thought was actually pretty interesting and even kind of emotional as well. I'll get right on that. No, and the film and all some elements I figured they could win, and it could have potentially be interesting, but they don't really go for those elements, and the film and kind of boring, very cliched, and you do feel like in the end, like, most of the characters don't really learn anything, they don't really grow much. Like characters that learn and grow is one of the most important elements in a movie, and they don't end up doing that. Seriously. And yet, the ending I really don't like either, and it's very cliche, certain things are going to go with certain characters, and there was some, and I didn't really feel the chemistry between Josh Brolin and his son, there were a couple of sweet moments between them, I won't lie, but I just didn't really feel the true bond between his father and son. Fun, and there were a couple of actors that ended up being wasted, and I'm not getting much to do, honestly. Yeah, it's nothing like amazing. It's definitely not terrible, but it's more just meh. I'll give it a 45 of a C. Yeah, not much to say about that. The next movie I'm going to talk about is, I did mention this movie in a couple of reviews, and that is How to Talk to Girls at Parties, which was an 8.4 film that was released around the month of May. And I did mention about this in a couple of reviews I've seen reviews, like, this was my review, 8 Grand mentioned once. Like April to pretty much before. A24 has really been killing it lately. Well, like I don't remember it was fully huge on A24. Before, but lately they really have been impressing me. Like, they really have. Sorry. But yeah, they really have been impressing me lately. But this really is one of those films that I was like, it had this kind of one of the worst movies. And in fact, it's kind of bad. Okay, it's pretty bad. It does have some good performances and it does have some interesting ideas. I will not lie on that. But it's basically one of those films that's just artsy and weird, just like this. Nothing that connects, nothing that like, punches you that really makes you think. Like, there are some elements in games that actually could have worked, but it just doesn't, honestly. And Fanning, I know you can do much better than this, honestly. You're out the actress, but really impressive much lately, honestly. I'm just saying. And it's one of those that's boring and it's artsy and ballsy and weird just to look at it, and a lot of things that really don't make any sense when you actually think about it. It's not one where it's like, and I want to say, what do you think about it? Like, there's nothing really much to think about for me, honestly. Like, actually, Germans don't actually think about it, they do certain elements right. But, yeah, artsy and weird just look at it. That's basically the best way I can describe this movie. Like if you like something that, you really don't like it, but yeah, kind of hate it. And Hot Dog Killer probably really isn't gonna be, kind of sucks, and I'll give it a 16 of a D. Next movie is Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation. Like before, I've been a fan of the whole Transylvania movies. Like, the first 2 movies are actually pretty good movies. Nothing like amazing from coming out as animation classics. Fun with. And Josh he really does a good job in those movies, and he does a good job once again in this movie. And I thought the first one's still better than last, but also this is better than the second one. And the second one, like, even for the rough day I was having with a friend not showing up, I still had a blast with this movie. The one that had me laughing. Boy, the team was great. The animation was great, and the characters were really great and well done. And the jokes really do hit, especially in that climax from like a dance number, which if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, but I just want that happy, roaring laugh in the theater. Yeah, it's clear, but this one cliche, things are going to go on. Some jokes are really not kind of cringy, don't really as well. It's movies, but it's still a blast, still a really fun time, and I'm going to really take your kids to see in the theaters. And I will still give my at least 7 B+. Next we discuss is Skyscraper, which is of course the Dwayne The Johnson movie that came out in July, which I actually really like this bunch of stuff. Like the dodgeball, I actually really do. I found it really hilarious. Yeah, I enjoy Billy Mills a bit, and I actually do think several children's songs is a very underrated movie. I really like that movie, honestly. This movie, however, it's not done bad or anything. It's not like offensive or anything. It's just alright. I mean, there are, once again, delivers. I mean, do some issues with character that I really did like. Like, I'm trying to remember the actress that. Neve Campbell. That's how I'm trying to remember the actress that played the actress in the movie, Neve Campbell. Really did a really good job in this movie. It's definitely not your typical April stress. She actually has a lot of moments. It's the best part about this movie. And some actors are great. Some moments are pretty great and kind of suspenseful times. There is some fun we had. But it's not on to the same fun level of Rampage. Like I said, with Rampage, you kind of knew what I was going for. I kind of knew what I wanted to be. And I went for it. Sure, it's dumb. It's definitely pretty dumb. But I kind of went for it, and I ended up having so much fun with it. Again, it's me, I wouldn't mind watching it again. This, unfortunately, kind of took stuff a little bit too seriously for me. I couldn't have much fun with it. And it has some of the most obvious foreshadowing of the villain. Like, it couldn't be more, and also has the most dumbest plans on the villains I have seen. Like, really? Like, you come on, you can't be telling. Like, you're even more cartoonish and more dumb than the villains of Rampage. And I'm saying a lot. I definitely get the villains were the worst aspect of Rampage, and you know the worst aspect here as well. Like, I'm sorry, I'm making comparing those two movies, but but that hard 6, I mean skyscraper. Again, I mean I just want my review. Yeah, that hard 6 skyscraper was alright. And totally not more from the movie, but just didn't impress me on that much because of how seriously it took itself. Totally broken had much fun, some elements. And I'll still give my 54 of C+. Next mistrust is another Netflix movie, How It Ends. Like you see, not one of the movies that's just balancedly, but it's one of the movies that honestly had a lot of potential to actually be a very interesting story. Like, the story actually does keep very interesting. I mean, again, like I said, a lot of it goes through certain things and certain moments that would actually be very intriguing. And it does have a good moment. It does have some great performances. The performances are definitely the best part of this movie. But the story just kind of goes all over the place, and soon the movie goes on, the more odd stuff happens. We probably couldn't have much interest. The characters aren't really fleshing out a whole lot. The characters aren't really interesting enough to where you can fully grasp onto them. There really is a lot of tension that happens, so like not only much as characters and all that, like there really is a lot of interesting elements. That what makes How It Ends kind of a weak Netflix movie. Like it actually could have potential, but it just didn't work, and I'll give it a 42 of C+. There really is not much I can say about How It Ends, honestly. But anyway, movie I'll talk about is Tully, which is of course directed by Jason Reitman, the person behind Juno and Young Adult. Two fantastic coming-age movies. They say two fantastic films that I truly freaking love, and some pretty interesting movies with some pretty interesting elements, along with some great performances. Like, I fucking love Juno and I fucking love Young Adult. Those are two movies I would love in the Fantasy Day Die. The ending. It was the ending. And then, like, it wasn't the ending kind of being lackluster. This film honestly worked on my highest grade. Like, I would actually give Tom my highest grade if it wasn't for the lackluster ending. Like, it was like battering thing, honestly, but it's just one of those endings. It's basically, long story short, it's basically one of those endings that just doesn't really do much for you. Doesn't do much for you and doesn't lead to a fully satisfying conclusion. And nothing like terrible in the rooms in the movie, it's just nothing truly satisfying. But I mean, all that was amazing, especially from the performances from Charlize Theron, Michael Davis, and Mark Douglas. They were definitely definitely incredible movie. And the characters are very intriguing, likable, and just like you really do latch onto. It definitely provides some interesting themes and elements that I really appreciated and liked. It's some a lot of realism and the realities and all that. Like, this is another great hit from this director, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I would definitely give it a 97 8. Again, if it wasn't for the ending, I would actually give it my highest grade. But then it's still a really good movie that I want to do recommend if you haven't already. I still do recommend checking out Tully if you haven't. Especially if you're on another. Now we get to a good Netflix movie. We have a great one that is 6 Balloons. Too much about this movie. It's one of those movies that you probably should go and not knowing much about it. But 6 Balloons was actually a pretty great movie, actually. The film is year so far. So, like, there's a lot of greatness, man. Like, the films, like, the main actress, like, Abby, I forget what the last name was, but she was amazing. Dane Francis is one of my favorite supporting actor performances of the year. He really does live her, and this entire story proves that he He's just as great as his brother, Jane Franco. Like, he definitely is the best aspect of this movie. His character and the storyline is the best aspect of this movie. This movie is kind of focused on him, but again, best aspect of this movie is, it's very touching and definitely gets some emotional moments. Sometimes they can be a little too melodramatic, and some moments just kind of, what we call it, and can be a little weird and at times, but Susan Williams still one I was to give it a 92 of an A minus. And now we get to Terminal. A movie I started watching just the heck of it. For some reason I thought this was actually a Netflix movie. I don't know why I thought it was actually a Netflix movie, honestly, because I thought it was. I thought it said it was, but whatever. But Terminal, yeah, it freaking sucked. Hey Sam, I didn't see Hollywood with the director like love. He keeps smoking and with children. Oh, but hey, I'm looking interesting, and hey, Caleb, I'm enjoying it. I appreciate it. Anyway, but Terminal freaking sucked. Like, the only good thing I can honestly say about Terminal was actually Margot Robbie's performance. Like, Margot Robbie really is does do a really great job. Definitely isn't one of her best performances, and she's done much better. But she does do a really good job and tries to bring a lot to this movie. But everything aspect from the directing, writing, character, editing, story, it's just, it's one of the biggest messes I've seen this year. Like, it's a pink mess, it has some, the story is kind of cliche, it has some plot twists, and they don't really make much sense. Like, they don't really just like, like, they really don't make much sense when you actually think about it. Nick Bannon has terrible and some of the worst anime I've seen this year. It was very boring, dreadful. Like, I'm surprised it involves because it was a huge snooze fest. The Terminal, skip it. I don't skip it. I'll give it a 3 of a D minus. Definitely not a film worth watching. Terminal, didn't see. Yeah, thank you. Don't see Terminal. Thank you, man. Do not see that movie. Anyway, and now I'm going to 2 movies I did actually review. The First Purge, which honestly I didn't like. It kind of sucked. But then for some couple good performances and a couple of fun elements here and there. The film was pretty much just the same old stupid, boring political stuff from the previous movies, and it really chipped the political stuff down to the point where I was just, oh my god, Frog, enjoying the movie. I mean, like, yeah, I still think this premise could have actually been interesting, but it still don't make much of it. So yeah, I would say still give my 50 plus. Now that's when we got Mamma Mia. Here we go again. So yeah, I wasn't really a fan of the first Mamma Mia, honestly. Like, I'm sorry if you, like, I'm sorry. Like, I really don't like Mamma Mia that much. Like, I'm not a good dude. I don't like that I really love Mamma Mia, but me, I wasn't a fan of it. The movie I actually do really like. This one's I actually do like the more I think about it. Like, I was still getting my 92 and 8 ninth grade, but Mamma Mia here is actually a pleasant surprise. I was surprised at how much I actually thought the hell out of this movie. It's pretty much everything I think the first Mamma Mia should have been. I actually developing the characters, but actually getting a lot to do. Some characters aren't more than others, but that's do and definitely the best aspect, like I said, is Lily James playing Meryl Streep's character, which her storyline is definitely amazing, and what she goes through, and especially with the three fathers, the three guys that she meets and all that, but and her storyline and what she goes through, and the music really is hitful and magical and just all around wonderful. Again, Mamma Mia was definitely a huge surprise. I'm so surprised at how much I actually really enjoyed this movie. I told you in the comment section of your review of the first person I didn't like, and I didn't get to see Mamma Mia 2. That's why I did see a comment there, man. Like, I didn't like it either, and I said I didn't like first person either, and Which I still do recommend Steam Man 2. That's really good music. Actually, a good music one. That's one of the better ones I've seen. Better one, much better ones I've seen. It was definitely one, and it's a whole lot of fun too. And now we get to a movie that I wish I honestly did review, and that is The Rider, which is another horror movie that was released around this year. It was released, I believe, around the month of April, I believe. I think it was on time. I decided to watch it because I heard a lot of readings about it. And granted, it's just kind of like based on a true story, I believe, or something like that. And I believe this one is kind of like based on a true story or something. And it's kind of some true story, and but they kind of got the actual person that played, actually went through the experience to play that. Usually that doesn't even work. I mean, they don't work in potentially pairs. They were actually not that bad in that movie. But yeah, I consider they weren't like the best. But the guy that played the actual character was actually pretty amazing on scene. This one of the best performances I've seen in 2018. Like, The Rider is one film that, like with Liam Peake, and I'm not comparing an example. It's a very emotional one, a very powerful ride. A very powerful ride from beginning to end. And like this, there's not much else that you can say about it, honestly, at least at the moment. Because it's one of the films where you probably should go not knowing a whole lot about it. But The Rider is one that really hooks you, really grabs onto you, and just messes with your heartstrings. Like, this is definitely hard to kind of make gradual points, honestly. The Rider is a definitely emotional one. Again, has a lot of pacing issues that kind of give me a high grade kind of lean on Pete. But The Rider is still a very emotional movie that I still do recommend. I will definitely give a 98 of an A. Heard of Rider. Yeah, I said I do recommend seeing The Rider. It's definitely worth watch. The next movie I saw is Adrift, which is the survival movie that starred Shailene Woodley and Sam Claflin. This one I was actually kind of interested, but I know it was in the first time, and actually kind of interested, honestly. And the movie ended up being just alright. At best. I mean, there's really good elements in the movie. Like, it has gorgeous cinematography. Like, cinematography is truly gorgeous here. And some really great moments here and there. And Shailene Woodley does give a fantastic performance. Like, see, I wouldn't find how weird she is as a person, but Shailene Woodley does truly deliver. I mean, she truly delivers in this movie. And even Sam Claflin does do a good job. And I actually got over the trend. A lot of people really didn't buy the chemistry, but me, I actually bought it. Wanted to watch it drift. I've seen man like it, man. Me, I really wasn't a fan of it though. And didn't mind the main issue that really bothered me drift was the structure of the movie. Like, this movie basically kind of starts with the survival aspect, then goes back to the meeting, then survival, then the love, spiral of love. Like, it kind of chills back and forth between them on the spot, survival, and along with them trying to fall in love and all that. Just how he did it, how it was edited, kind of ruined up and inflated a lot of the intensity and a lot of different aspects, especially the emotion. Like, there was some moments there that actually could have worked emotionally, that actually could have really hit a personal punch. Because of how it's structured, it doesn't really hit that mark. It does have great elements to it, especially with cinematography. The cinematography and the score is also great as well. Some great performances, some great elements to it. But the structure really brings it down a lot. It's pretty much that's okay at best, honestly. Maybe you might dream what I did, but me, unfortunately, wasn't huge on it. And I'll give it a 56 of a C+. Because the mention looked interesting, but then disappointing me a bit. And speaking of being a little disappointing, next film is The Equalizer 2. Another film that I meant to review, but it's not around to it. Now, I'm actually kind of curious because honestly, I think the first Equalizer was honestly very underrated. Like, and also the film's amazing, but it's still a pretty damn good movie from Anton Fuqua, who returns to direct Equalizer 2. And honestly, this film is still fun. This film is still fun. There's still a lot of fun elements to the Equalizer 2. There's still a lot of things I like, especially with Denzel Washington, along with some good from some other actors as well. But, well, the action's as brutal, fun, and badass as ever. Especially the third act, like the first movie and you do a lot more about the main character in the movie, and do a lot more about elements about our characters, and there are some interesting elements to here. But the story doesn't really bring it home. The story doesn't bring it home to me. Equalizer 2 looks good. Yeah, I just don't look cool in the trailers. And also, some of the will be just as good as the first movie, honestly. But again, one of the big issues is the story. It's not as interesting and compelling as it could have been, and doesn't really hit the punch that it really should have had. Kind of hard, now that some characters really aren't that interesting, and again, like a skyscraper, it has some of the most obvious foreshadowing on the villains. Like when, you can predict who the villain is from the moment you see him. And it's kind of generic and kind of boring. And even kind of boring at times, right? It really isn't as strong as it could have been. There are a lot of elements that really could have been strong, but they don't really hit that much. Equalizer 2 is a fun movie. There are some fun elements to it. But I won't lie, I was a little bit disappointed. Because there are a lot of elements that actually could have been interesting. Especially even the story could have been a little bit interesting with seeing there's this character again going through a lot with his person that died. But it doesn't really change or grow much, honestly, much this movie, honestly, which also disappointed me. Like, I was not kind of recommend it if you want to have a fun time, but just don't expect nothing amazing out of it. And I would give it a 68 of a B-. Next film to talk about is Uncle Drew. Uncle Drew. Now, I didn't have much anticipation for it, honestly. Like, I wasn't dreading it, but I really wasn't either. But I was saying, this film was definitely a little better than I was expecting. It's definitely not one of the best comedies this year, it's far from it. But there are any elements that work. Laura Haley definitely delivered a good performance. I always has been interested in Laura Haley ever since Get Out, because he was not only Laura Haley was definitely the best actress of that movie. Again, I think we all can agree on that he was the best aspect of that movie. Man, he definitely does a lot here. Even Kyler Urban was actually pretty good. And even Shaquille O'Neal and some basketball players were actually pretty good. Which honestly, I was kind of a little surprised around. They actually find some great elements here. Imagine. And there was a lot of funny and nice moments. Uncle Drew looks funny. There were some moments that didn't have on trailers, but it wasn't really enjoying. But again, Uncle Drew was a little bit better than I was expecting. And there are moments that made me laugh, especially from Laura Haley, some basketball players, and something you would go for. But again, the film is being drawn down by a screenplay and a story that's very formulaic. It's not the right issue from the comedies, but it's kind of blatant. The profit is kind of blatant as well. They kind of bug me a lot of times. Some moments that just didn't really make any sense. And as much as I love Tiffany Haddish, as much as I truly do love this actress, especially lately, she has been impressing me a lot lately. She was pretty annoying in this movie. She is a very likable character that really got on my nerves. And she doesn't really serve any purpose in the other than just annoying you. Yeah, I love Tiffany as an actress, but Uncle Drew is a fun comedy. It's definitely a lot more fun than I expected. There's a lot of humor that really doesn't hit for me, but it's still a lot of good humor to why it gives me a pass. And I'll give it a 72 of a B. Definitely better than I was expecting. And I think it's a movie that I've been meaning to review as well. I saw from reviewing the last couple of videos, and that's Upgrade. Directed by Lee Winnell, and this movie is freaking awesome. Upgrade really was awesome. My only issue in the movie is that that some of the characters I wish could have been developed a little more, especially some of the villains as well. But you can tell what this one's going for, and it goes straight for it. There's still a lot of substance to be happy with. So even some of the characters undeveloped there should have been, there's still a lot of great things about it. Also, Marshall Green delivers a fantastic performance. I thought that I knew about a lot, but this actor really impressed me. The writing is really on point. The action scenes are brutal and bloody. It can gory, but it's not bloody and gory to where it's like, no one can really use it, and they really bring it on home. Yes, the action is definitely the best I've seen this year. And actually a lot of humor here that I didn't expect this movie to have actually humor. Why I didn't expect the movie to actually be hilarious. Like there are a lot of moments when they kind of play along some elements, and a lot of ones that really had me gut-busting laughing, which I didn't expect. Thankfully they don't ruin the tone of the movie. And I was kind of surprised that they actually started going here, and it actually worked. So that's when I get to Lee-Manel major props for it. He knows that is someone I always admired and liked for a while, but this movie really hit home that he actually can be very talented. And I can't see what he does next. I agree it's awesome. I don't know when I'm going to be viewing it, but I would have given it an 98 from it. Definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year, one of the best action movies I've seen this year. Planning on watching Upgrade. Yes, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely a movie worth watching. So I just want to check something really quick. Anyways, the next one I'm going to talk about is 8th Grade. Which must be reviewed last week when I saw a free screening of it. I actually recently posted a review about it on Letterboxd. If you want to check that out, it's actually one of the best reviews I posted on Letterboxd. But I still fucking love 8th Grade. It's fucking amazing. I freaking love this movie so much. It's a movie that truly is worth watching, that truly is worth seeing. It's definitely a very interesting movie. Definitely one of the best coming age movies I've seen. Definitely one of the most relatable movies I've seen. And the coming area, I do see what seems to me, especially if you like this kind of movies. And now still get my 108 plus. Hold on. And now we get to doing movies. I only have 4 more movies to go, guys. I only have 4 more movies to go. The last one I actually already reviewed on my channel. But that's the movies I actually recent Netflix movies I've seen. Because again, I wanted to get to the 100 mark before I watched the last movie I saw, which 100 most no ways, but anyway. Want to watch 8th Grade so bad. I said, if it comes out in the area, I can get high vision scale. I definitely would recommend it. And now we get to 3 Netflix movies. 1 that's terrible, 2 that actually are pretty good. But let's get this bad one first. For the year. This movie freaking sucked. I mean, somehow Massive doesn't sell. That's not surprising. That's really surprising. And the only good thing I honestly say that pretty much saved this movie Game of Zero was Bridget Mendler. She actually gave a really good performance, and there were some moments that she did kind of chuckle a bit. Every movie freaking sucks, from the humor, which is so most common nominated, and so what the hell, to the story that's pretty much non-existent here. Like, there's so much going on where you can't really tell what the actual story is. It's very boring. It's basically everything that's pretty much wrong with Hank Madison and Adam Sandler's company. I mean, there's pretty much nothing I can say about it. 4 of the minus. Next one, Cargo, which is one of the zombie apocalypse movie, and actually is pretty good actually. Like, I'm just about to actually enjoy this movie much as I did. And there's definitely a lot of things I really wasn't huge on this movie. There were some cases I wish I could have seen more, and I wish the story was a little more interesting. I would some elements more interesting as well. It just kind of drag a lot of viewpoints. Doesn't mean that still could be interested. There's some great elements of long characters. It's just trying to do something a little more different than your typical zombie movie, which I do appreciate. I feel this movie that might like more on a rewatch. And definitely showed with some great cinematography, great editing, great score, great directing, and a fantastic performance by Martin Freeman. This is definitely one of his best performances, and all the performances are really great as well. I'm not going to too much about it, it's one of the films you probably shouldn't go much into it. But yeah, Carl was different one, but Netflix 316 now give it an 86 of a B plus. Yeah, 86 B plus. Barn Young Cargo didn't see. If for the year, I would skip immediately, but Cargo I would give recommendation to. 2 more weeks ago, next one is actually another bad Netflix movie, Extinction. Because I know a couple of weeks I've seen, I thought this film was also not going to be that good, but it actually was kind of interesting, actually. I wouldn't say it's definitely ending amazing. It definitely has a lot of problems, especially with some suicide. It's good to Smig, and the first it's kind of jumbled, and it kind of takes a while to get going. But it's definitely saying things to an interesting world that definitely isn't well explored here. And a great third act, incredible performances from Michael Pena, Lizzie Kaplan, Michael Coulter. The performance here really do bring this movie home. The world brings new home. Cinematography is gorgeous. The music is, for the most part, pretty good here. There's some elements that I do really like, and I do really enjoy it. I like Congo. There's one movie I feel like I'm like a little more to give about it. And I really want to. Yeah, Extinction is actually pretty solid, and I would give it an E or B plus. Heard of Extinction. Hey, I thought I wasn't here to see that. I actually ended up enjoying a lot more than I thought I would. And after the last movie, Mission Impossible Fallout. I already review of it, get to know how I feel Mission Impossible Fallout. It is fucking amazing. One of the best action movies I've ever seen. The best Mission Impossible movie. Tom Cruise fucking kills it. Everyone kills it. The action is phenomenal. The story is phenomenal. The directing, the editing, some of it's phenomenal on every freaking level. I'm sure most of you know already know if you see my review and on my ranking. This is the best Mission Impossible movie I've seen. It's fucking amazing. It's definitely worth seeing, especially in the theater. And I will still give it 108 plus. And that's all the movies I've seen. But I'm not done yet. I'm going to give some updates on stuff on my channel. I'm going to do something really quick first. Wanted to watch Mission Impossible Fallout. Well, there are man, especially in theater. But anyway, now it's time to give me some updates on my YouTube channel. As I want to give some stuff that's going to be on my channel. And show what's going to be happening for months. One thing though is on these recap videos. Now I do like doing recap videos. I do like doing them. But I think I'm going to go back to what I originally did, and then it's just talking about the movies. And all that, I'm just doing it in a recorded video. Because honestly, I think it's kind of bad for me, honestly. It's kind of less stress, and it's a little more better, more comfortable for me. I'm saying I'm not enjoying myself right now. I'm saying it's a little more better for me and a little more comfortable, you get what I'm saying. So next recap video, this will be just a recorded video, and it's just going to be just movies. It's just going to be just movies, honestly. Because that'd be easier for me, honestly. So I hope y'all understand that. And again, I will try to be a little more consistent in my movie reviews and all the movies I've seen. I'll try to do more than movie reviews, and all that. So I actually did watch a couple of A24 films just today, honestly. And I will try to do those movies for you guys. Especially the more recent one I've seen, so thank you for that. And gameplay videos, I'm definitely going to send. Mostly, in case you've been wondering, I've been doing gameplay videos. I've done a couple more on Batman Arkham Asylum. And I think I'm trying to do more gameplay videos than live streams. I'm still going to do watching live streams and I'm not gonna do it this Thursday or Saturday because I got up working tomorrow. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff tomorrow as well. So we'll be doing tomorrow, but next Thursday I'm gonna I'll be doing Magic Life Future Shows Destruction. I'm gonna try to finish that playthrough with you, but I think I'm gonna try to do open gameplay videos with other games I played and all that. Like not on games if one I'm gonna do, then in the future I might do Uncharted as well. As well on the game, so hope you guys enjoy that. And I'm definitely gonna try to do on top list, which is not something I've been doing a lot recently. Like I'm definitely gonna do one on a couple things. Like eventually I'm gonna do them on Mission Possible franchise, and I'm planning to do something from A24, Nine Dog, Last of Us, and also Avatar: Last Airbender. Those are more recent ones I'm gonna do. Those are the more recent ones I'm going to do. And again, I'm planning to do a lot more top lists that don't too much on that, but I do have a lot of lists I plan. I hope you guys and so. And I'm gonna try to do more music related stuff as well. I haven't thought that I won't be doing music related stuff, like be more singing videos, but I still don't get that microphone. I found all that, but definitely more music videos in the near future. Usually I'm still gonna do my Harry Potter review series and trying to do a couple more movie review series, and like maybe soon I'll like next year I'm definitely trying to team like later this year I'm trying to team my X-Men review series that I was gonna do on this channel, but again, New Mutants and to New Mutants and a lot of fans kind of got pushed back a lot next year, so think around now I'll be doing that, and then I'll also do a lot more Survivor and Big Brother lists in the near future as well. Like I'm definitely on October, I'll definitely do a few more late lists, and definitely a couple I plan on doing with Jay Bears in the future, so let's see for that. I'll be on the channel, get 100 theories, do recommend it. But that's pretty much on me on updates, so you'll understand what we're doing and all that. I'll be on doing content I play for you guys. Like, yeah, I reached 400 subscribers. That's crazy. But anyways, that's gonna be an live stream for you guys. So if you guys enjoyed, thank you to watch and tuned in and liked. I honestly do appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for getting 20 subs. I hope you get at least 500 by the end of the year. Maybe this year we'll chance at least 500. And 500, I kind of 1,000, but that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But I do plan on getting to hoping to get at least 500 by the end of the year. So please continue to share and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all your support. Again, thank you so much for watching. Truly do appreciate. If you're happy, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites, all in the description down below. I am Team World from Team World D's. I will see you next time. Stay cool up at it. Peace.